Good morning, everyone. This is Becca from Becca's Music Room. I'm here with another day in the life of the music teacher vlog, and we are at T-minus 9 hours until spring break. And I could not be more excited because we're going to Disney on Monday, and I am just so ready to go and be around children that I am not in charge of. So today is Friday. We are, again, almost at spring break. I am super excited. It is super early in the morning. It's about 7:20, which is normally when I am leaving my house. However, I just have a lot of stuff that I need to get done before spring break happens. So I figured I would rather get here early than have to stay late or work over the break. So, is that the best decision? I don't know, but that's what we're doing. The reason I have so much to do is just because we are starting a new set of lessons when we come back from spring break, so I have to make sure that everything is printed, laminated, cut out, all of those easy things that do take a little bit of time. So I don't have anything super stressful, I just have a lot to do. Right now, what I'm gonna do is make my to-do list, start on some things that I need for my lessons coming up, and eat my breakfast to celebrate it almost being spring break. I went and got a chicken biscuit with my rewards, so I did not pay for it. And I also have a half portion of what I've been eating for breakfast, which is, well, this one is like half a banana, half an avocado, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, blended up with a little bit of water and heavy whipping cream to make it a little bit more blendable. And it, no joke, tastes like chocolate pudding. Like, I didn't even put sugar in it. I used to put honey in it, and I don't even do that anymore. Like, the banana is sweet enough, and seriously, it's like chocolate pudding. So I made like half of what I normally do, and that'll keep me pretty good. I also brought some reinforcements for today because the kids have been off the chain this week, and so I'm anticipating some fun. Although I do know some people who were giving me trouble at the beginning of the week have been suspended, so at least, you know, that's at least 1 or 2 that won't have to deal with today. So I'm going to eat my breakfast, get started on some stuff, and check back with you in a second. I always think it's really funny when TPT shows me my own products and new from my favorite teacher authors. So this one and this one I just put up the other day, and I have some more coming. I've been working really hard in the afternoons to get some products up this week and next week. Just the next couple weeks I have a bunch of stuff that's been kind of on the back burner that I'm finally trying to get done. I just wanted to show you what I've accomplished so far. So I made a piano quiz because we're starting keyboards next week. I'm gonna try to do, or when we get back from spring break, I'm gonna try to do like a keyboard karate type thing, but to be 100% honest, I have absolutely no idea how to teach group piano, so I'm just kind of winging it. I did it last year, not very well, so I'm hoping this year will at least be a little bit better. And then I'm gonna give this to them on Friday to see how much they are learning. All they have to do is write the letter for each note on the key, and then identify 5 different notes on the staff. And this C is gonna be one of our big things today. I also did a couple other things. So this was one of my main goals. We're going to do some vocalization prep, and we're going to do a high and low activity with the scarves and Hedwig's theme from Harry Potter. So I thought I would do a Harry Potter vocalization. So we're gonna trace a few different ones to help Harry find his own path, and then we're gonna make up our own path because I'm trying to get a little bit more improvisation in with my classes just anywhere I can. So they're gonna make up their own one, and then it says thanks for helping Hedwig, or whatever, you can read. And then I'm gonna add in some things for my scarf activity, but that's not a super high priority because it's not like on Monday when we get back, so I'm gonna wait and see if I have time for that, and if we do, then I'll fix it. And then I have different owls because the other one I wouldn't show up very well in the white. So these I'm gonna print out and have the kids point to So and Me while we learn a new song, which is actually a cuckoo. It just says it's a bird, which obviously that's not the sound that an owl makes. I don't care. And then I'm going to use these little ones to put the high and low for the song that we're learning on the little 2-line staff. So very productive so far. Okay, so another thing down, we're going to be working on musicals with K through 3, and one of the songs K and 1 are going to do is 76 trombones, and partially just because I want them to see different things. So I went through the song and found all the different things. So I have trombones, cornets, clarinets, timpanis, euphonium. There wasn't actually a picture of a euphonium in the clip art that I have. So this is actually a tuba, don't tell anybody. And I emailed her to see if I can get like an actual euphonium, and then a bassoon, and then I'm gonna add conductor in there, and then I wanna show them a picture of like what a marching band conductor looks like, because that's not super realistic, but I wanted to stick it in there anyway. So they're going to have some fun with that I will explain in a future vlog once I've actually done that lesson. So as far as this week has gone, it has been a hot mess. On Monday we had the time change, and I had my choir concert. We did the Vivaldi Gloria and the Beatus Vir, which were beautiful. And then my husband and I ended up going out to eat with his family afterwards because they came to the concert, which was really fun, but it made for a really late night. Then Tuesday I was like exhausted because I had been up too late, and then I got a really nasty phone call from a parent who was just yelling at me because I hadn't handled something the way she would have liked. And the thing is, it was one of those, like, she was mad because another child was calling her child names, but I'm not allowed to discuss other children's discipline. So I even told her, I was like, ma'am, I understand your frustration, I'm dealing with it, but I'm not allowed to tell you anything about other children's discipline. But she just wanted to yell at me, so I just let her. I was not even worried about it. Wednesday, the 5th graders were awful, just really, really awful. I feel like something else happened. I don't even remember what. Yesterday, I overslept by like 2 hours, which is ridiculous. If you've seen my morning routine vlog, you know I wake up, I like work out, I make breakfast and lunch for everybody, I get some work done on my blog and my TPT shop. Like, I do a lot in the morning, so I still actually got to school on time, but I just like was in a daze because I literally rolled out of bed, got dressed, made breakfast, spilled it in my car and had to clean it off my seat before I left. Got here like way later than I normally do. I was still early, so it wasn't like, you know, I wasn't late, but it was very frustrating. And then my 3rd graders were awful. 2 of them got written up because they ran out the classroom. And then my 5th grade, my 5th grade was so bad in their class. Apparently, I don't know, something about they weren't doing their work or they weren't supposed to, I don't know. But the teacher was like, I'm sorry, they just can't come. So she had me come over there. She like literally ran to the bathroom, and then she came back and she sat in there, and it was like dead quiet, and they were all just like writing, and I helped some of them with their writing, and that was it, which honestly, I kind of don't mind because they have been so horrible this week. And I'm trying really hard to really let the kids who deserve to have fun, because I feel like a lot of times those kids who are good get lumped in and don't get to have fun because the other kids are awful, and it's not fair. So I'm really trying to like let them have some fun. So I mean, on Wednesday, so on Wednesday, I literally had like half of the class was playing instruments and singing a song, and the other half was just like totally not paying any attention. I have so many detentions and so many lunch detentions and just all these different things because it was just so bad. But I really want those kids who are doing the right thing to get to have some fun and to get to enjoy music. I don't want them to hate music because the rest of the class can't control themselves. Oh, that's what it was. Monday was the time change, and then I had like my 3rd grade that was supposed to happen, and then the administration intercepted my 4th graders in the hallways and sent them to the wrong classes, and then sent out a schedule that was wrong to everyone in the middle of the day. So literally I had the right 3rd grade. They sent me a 4th grade. I literally told the teacher, I was like, what am I supposed to do with them? Like, they already had my lessons, and I'm not ready to do my new lessons, so like, I don't even know what to do. And then my 5th grade, I didn't have the kids I was supposed to have, or the kids that my schedule said I was supposed to have, because they were just all messed up. And somebody in the office told one of the teachers that I had her class and I didn't have her class, but no one went to her class. So I was like, okay. So I just like ran over there and was like, fine, I'll just, you know, chill out in here because she's got to go to planning and this is a mess. But we got it figured out and straightened out. And I like called all my afternoon classes, was like, hey, you have me, don't forget, please come to me. So that it was okay. So it made for a really, really stressful Monday on top of the time change and the concert. And it was just like, great start to the week. So it's been a rough one. So today, hopefully with my marshmallows, we'll be able to get through it. We are now at 8 hours until spring break. I'm going to head to my duty post, teach my first lessons, and I'll check back with you at lunchtime. Hey guys, so it is lunchtime. This is actually like the third time that I'm filming this clip because the first two, it came off a lot more harsh than I had planned for it to go. So I was on my way to my duty post, and on the way there, I happened to pass the principal in the hallway, and she said, Miss Davis, did you see my email about having specials in the classroom? I know I'm actually really good at reading my emails. Like I'm usually pretty on it, but I happened to miss that one. So I was like, no, I didn't see it, but thanks for telling me. And then like 5 minutes later, no, 5 minutes, like 5 seconds later, one of my teammates called me and was like, did you know about this? Because I had no idea. The answer is no. I did not know we were supposed to have specials in the classroom. Having specials in the classroom will make things calmer in the school because we don't have kids who are like all in the hallway and transitioning and stuff like that. It's not true. Like, yeah, it might make the hallways calmer, but it makes class so much harder. Students just have this like, you know, here's how I act in the music room with Miss Davis. This is what she expects. Here's what I act like in my classroom with my teacher. That's what she expects. When I go into their classroom, like they're not sure how to mesh that, and it usually ends in complete and utter chaos, and it's horrible. Like, I mean, horrible, because it's just like so bad. And then on top of that, you think, you know, I'm throwing together a lesson now that maybe is what I wanted to do, maybe is not what I wanted to do, depending on the day and what we're doing. Because, you know, I can't take a whole bunch of instruments down to a classroom. I might be able to take some castanets or some egg shakers, but I can't take like a lot of stuff down to a classroom. Like that's just not going to happen. And then just, you know, not knowing until the morning of makes it very stressful on my part. And I'm sure the kids can feel that. I have come up with some ideas that are kind of my staples. Like if I know I'm going to a classroom, this is kind of the stuff I'll pull from. I try to stay true to my lessons, but again, that's not always possible. So that put me in a really, really cruddy mood. And honestly, I'm still kind of in a cruddy mood about it. I'm just really irritated, but I'm making the best of it. I can handle it. I'm a big girl. So it actually went better than I had anticipated. So that was good. I'm still very grumpy about it. And again, like I said, this is now the third time I filmed this because the first two, it came off really, really harsh. And I don't want it to sound really harsh because, you know, I am annoyed. But I'm a professional and I can handle myself. I ran with it. It actually went okay. So I had my third grade. We were actually a little bit behind this week. We sang the song Funga Alafia, which they are loving. And then we read I Know a Shy Fellow Who Swallowed a Cello. This is like my favorite book. And I think they can tell. I like make a big deal about it. Anytime I read them a book, I try to get them really excited about it because I want them to be excited about reading because I love reading. So I pulled it out, I'm like, this is my favorite book. And then I'm like, are you ready to read it? Are you sure? Because it's really good, so you gotta be ready. And so we read through that, and each time there was another instrument that he swallows, we took one of the little cards. I took this. It was like on my board, and I took them all off so that we could do it. And we took each instrument that he swallowed, and I wrote on the board, woodwind, brass, percussion, strings, and I would have a student stick the instrument underneath the title
for which one it was out of the instrument families. And that is in my I Know a Shy Fellow Who Swallowed a Cello TPT product, along with some worksheets we were supposed to do and didn't end up doing because I was like, we're not doing worksheets the day before spring break because they're just gonna be like, and then we played instrument four corners. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, but I couldn't figure out a way to make it academic enough because I was like, you know, I could like put up a picture or have them listen to an instrument and have them pick what section it is, but that's not quite what I want. So what I ended up doing is having them go to one of the corners, and then the person in the middle said an instrument, and whatever instrument they said, that family sat down. So it was really good because they would say, you know, oh, clarinet, and then I'd say, oh, well, what family is the clarinet? And everyone's like, woodwind, and then those people would sit down. So it was super, super fun. They loved it and had so much fun. My fourth grade, we watched a House of Sound video about woodwind. This is actually what we were gonna do anyway, so it wasn't that bad. And then we played a Kahoot, which was good because they all had computers. In my class, they would have had to share iPads, but they all got their own in theirs. And then we also did the instruments of the orchestra family four corners, and they really enjoyed that as well. And the classroom teacher was like, I am totally gonna steal that and use it for English. And I was like, yeah, they loved it. So my fifth grade was missing a lot of people, and I was very happy about that. And so we watched the woodwind video, the brass video, we played the Kahoot, and then I let them get on Nitro Type, which is a typing website, because they really enjoy it and they need practice typing because on GMAS, their standardized test for Georgia, they have to type. And last year when I was proctoring the exam, I saw kids literally like, and it's a time test. And so I like Nitro Type because they can practice typing quickly. And so I let them get on that for the last like 2 minutes that I was in there. I'm gonna eat my lunch. I'm having buffalo chicken dip. Yes, I'm eating it with a spoon. Don't ask. Blueberries, and then I have these salt and pepper cashews, which are really, really, really yummy. So I'm gonna eat some of that, chug my water, and I'll probably watch some videos on YouTube and cut out some laminating. I have tons of laminating to cut. It's like ridiculous. So that's my plan for right this second. I'll check back with you in a second. Taking down my Write the Room activities. This was such a fun activity. My kids really enjoyed it. So I have like numbers all over, and they went to each number. This poster was supposed to be there, but it fell off. And they found the instrument that was next to it, and they wrote down the name of the instrument and the instrument family that it was in. And it was just like a really fun way to do a little pre-assessment to see if students knew what they were doing. These numbers are from my Write the Room activity on TPT. I did not get these posters from there, obviously. These are the ones that like every music teacher in the world has, but the pack on TPT does have instrument posters that you can print out. I just didn't need them because I already have instrument posters, and frankly this was easier. So there's that. It is 4:30, which means it is officially spring break. Actually, it was 15 minutes ago, but of course, you know, our buses don't come because why would that happen? The rest of my day actually went very well. Kindergarten and first grade were great. And so right this second, well, okay, let me back up. I don't have a second grade this week, and I was helping out in classrooms, but they were like, we don't really need you today. And then my first grade that I go to in the afternoon was also like watching a movie, so they didn't need me today. So they were all pretty much just like, yeah, just go do whatever. So I got to get a whole bunch of things done. So I will show you real quick. Got stuff cleaned up. So I got like my board, all the stuff off of that. I got this table cleared off and some stuff over there. I got my cart down to what it needs to be. Got most of this stuff figured out. Got a whole bunch of stuff copied. Desk all clear, and lots of stuff cut out. Not everything cut out. I got most of my kites. I still need to get the piano matching game, but I don't need them till Wednesday, so it's not a super. So right now I'm just going to turn off the lights in the rest of my closets, and I'm going to head out the door. I am like super excited. Don't even have like plans for today, but we are going to Disney on Monday, so obviously there will be no vlog next week because I won't be vlogging one because I'll be on spring break. So if you are not on spring break yet, good luck, and if you are, then enjoy. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.